older than the rest, and the mother of his firstborn son. She ran the household like a kingdom of her own, and held her chin high, knowing tradition was on her side. His second, Effie, was beauty itself, skin smooth like sheer butter, lips always closed with palm oil, laughter like a bell on a silk string. Wherever she walked, heads turned and she knew it. Kofo, the dead, was from the river people. She could cook any beast or fish into flavors that made a man forget his name. Amma, the fourth, sang songs that made even birds jealous. Her voice lulled babies to sleep and made warriors weep before battle. Nah, the fifth was strong. She bore 4 sons, all wide-shouldered and quick-footed. The others feared her womb power more than her tongue. Selma, the sixth, came from distant royalty. She dressed in imported cloth, walked like floated, and looked down on others as if born above the clouds. And then came the seventh wife, the quiet one, the one no one wanted to speak of. Her name was Zena. Zena was not chosen for beauty, bloodline, or bounty. No one knew where Nana Ebo had found her. Some said he met her during his travels to the dry north after a sandstorm left him lost and thirsty. Others whispered she was a spirit woman sent by the ancestors. She was quiet, too quiet. She didn't gossip. She didn't compete. She didn't cry when she was mocked or raise her voice when food was snatched from her hand. She simply worked, cleaning, weaving, listening, watching. The other wives saw her as nothing more than a shadow at the edge of the compound. Zena has no fire, said Abena. No curve, said Effie. No presence, said Selma. But Nana Ebo saw something different. He never said it loud, but in the way he looked at her, lingering, thoughtful, almost curious, you could feel a different kind of interest, a kind that stirred an unease among the others. An unease, my child, is the root of poison. It began with subtle cruelty. Effie would borrow from Zena's pit and return them broken. Kofo would forget to give her share of the meat. Ama's song would turn into mockery, soft but sharp. Selma made it her mission to outdress her at every event, even stealing her head wraps and replacing them with torn cloth. And when Zena fell ill one rainy season, not one of them came to check on her. Still, she said nothing. She watched, she endured. And Nana Ebo, he watched too. He saw the tension rising like hot smoke in a closed hand. He knew polygamy was no bed of roses, but this was wrought. Then one evening, queen's full eye, the village oracle arrived. Her back was bent with age, her neck lined with red beads, and her eyes milky with knowing. She entered the compound, silent as fog, and spoke only one line. The fire that burns you will not come from the forest, but from within your own walls. Gasps. The wives exchange glances like knives. Which one of us, Abena spot, who brings shame? Demanded Nana. No answer came, only the wind and the weight of unspoken truth. Nana Ebo did not sleep that night. At dawn, he stood before them all, voice stern like a lion. You want status, you want power, you want to be the queen. Then I give you the chance. One test, one tax. You will each receive one coin. Use it to fill your heart by dawn, not with noise, not with perfume. Fill it in a way that speaks your spirit. The one who fills her heart best becomes the queen. That night, each wife moved like wind, pride in their hearts and strategy in their minds. Abena hired 5 village girls and filled her heart with chicken feathers. So many it looked like a cloud had passed inside. Efe had bought perfume from the market and filled hers with scent so strong it made noses sting. Kofo filled her heart with smoke from seasoned meat and chili, tempting even the guards outside. Amma sang until her voice filled every crack of her walls. Na summoned her son to spar, to love, to fill the space with movement and power. Selma borrowed silks and mirrors and made her room shine like a palace. And Zena, she went to the old woman who sold candles, bought one, then she went home, swept her floor, sat in silence, and waited. By morning, the compound passed. Nana Ebo entered each heart, nodded, observing feathers, scent, sound, silk, smoke, strength. Then he came to Zena's. The door creaked, darkness, until she lit the candle. The flame flickered, steady and warm. It touched the wall, the floor, his face. It filled the room. And Zena said softly, "This is what I choose. A light that fills the room without pushing, without shouting, that warms without burning, that shines for everyone who enters, that doesn't compete, only reveals." Nana Ebo said nothing, but when he stepped out, his eyes were wet. That evening, in front of the village, he stood beside her. Zena is queen of this house, not because she is loud or royal or beautiful, but because she knows that through power does not pass, it simply shines. The other wives said nothing. Some wept, some burned with shame, and Zena, she remained as she always was, quiet, watching, but this time no longer in shadow. are important and you matter. I will see you again